I tell you what, I swear I do not like people that got whooped, and that's Memphis. I they are Jim Crow did such a number on these people here, and a child that gets whooped is a terrible adult that always want to start a fight. Again, I try to take the that free thing with the insurance, the ride, but I finally and I get there. My normal doctor, she's a female, she's not there, right? They got this African guy. He likes to yell at women, you know. So I just got me another doctor right then. I'm like, I really, children do not deserve to get hit. Cause I said something about them beating the kids. My mama didn't beat me. I said beating kids. I'm like in New York when kids came in after their moms had given them a whooping the night before. They say my mama gave me a beating. Here they ain't gonna call a ass whooping or a beating. And then when the kid gets to be a teenager, then the mom is calling the cops on him. And like this girl down here that's crazier than fucking three Looney Tunes. They go from whooping their ass, and then the next thing they do, they pretty much mama be bringing home the men that probably got it anyway. But she got whooped. And she crazy as shit, little crackhead baby, and she hitting her kids, and it gets progressively worse with each generation. The rest of us do not deserve to be around disgusting motherfuckers. But they let me tell you something. They don't care who's in office. They don't even think about how it affects them as long as they can keep fucking. Oh, you should have seen the disgusting on it because I walked an hour and a half back. Now I usually walk that to it's like the people they pick you up right and they're supposed to pick you up first thing the late in the morning. I was saying something about my 97-year-old. Well, my family's healthy. And I'm like, well, it's hot. I'm going through menopause. I went through menopause when I'm 30. All the women in our family went through menopause when they're 30. I'm like, that's sort of weird for all of you to go. And you can't tell me, it's like, I am 56 years old. They're not the first females I've been around, I promise. Guess what? Somebody my age might have birthed somebody be a grandma. Like, but they forget the pain they had when they were childhood. I don't know what that amnesia is, but when you sit around and you listen to them crying about how their parents did them then like that and did like that. That's why I don't like any motherfuckers over here because they sit up here they fucking cry all the time, and then the cryingest motherfuckers you ever want to meet someone that got whooped. Either they want to fight. A fuck or fight. Ain't no in between. They don't have no human. They don't have the flight or fight shit. They just want to fight. But mostly they want to get their ass whooped like they did when they was a child. I'm like, that is not the one. First of all, the one thing about them, there is some coward ass punk bitches. They might fuck with you and be a bully, harass you, and try to call the cops on you, whatever. Like, fuck you, bitch. Shit. Cops around here, they're trying to teach me a lesson. They ain't gonna show up any motherfucking way how I'm gonna need them. I grew up, I ain't never knew people that call the cops as much. It's funny because, like, the first time I started noticing, I was in Kansas. And they were having something in the school where they were telling the kids to, like, if you see anything illegal in your house, call it on your parents. Some little Caucasian child called on she called on her parents, and if they're gonna do that, make sure wherever foster care you put them in, that people are not perverted. But anyway, it's pretty disgusting, And then we got a president in the office like Trump. And I know these people, they were too busy watching basketball or whatever sports going on. If they're not watching basketball, they looking at X-ray stuff. I was looking at this lady at the doctor's office. She's playing some stupid candy game. I was like, that game looks like you would get a 2-year-old to play it. And I've heard like those games are popular, but I mean I don't know. But the worst people you ever want to meet is people that got whooped and turn around and whoop their kids. And the Jim Crow propaganda that they spilled on those people really damaged America. And racism, like the time we're seeing that coming from Pence and and Trump and all his other Republicans doing it, because like the only reason why they want to undo every fucking thing that was done the last 8 years, you know. That's another thing. People that get whooped, they always want to talk about like revenge or somebody trying to get them and shit. So that. Let me put it this way: people that are ruled by racism, because it's a combination that you got to do to these people to make them fucked up, and it's a damn shame. I don't deserve to be around such disgusting people, and I know children should have fuck don't deserve to be around such low down, trifling, you can whoop kid type of person. To me, you got to be the lowest piece of shit to beat on kids, and I see it every day. But I'm trying to go to church because, like, I want to find out what makes a motherfucker that got sexually abused as a child cry about it, turn around and abuse their child or somebody else's kid. What makes a person that I mean, I've known kids, they came to school, they hate their parents, they gonna kill their motherfucking parents, and their parents gonna beat on them. Oh, excuse me, the parents discipline them by using their hands and their fists and whatever else they can pick up to hit the child with. They're pretty brave with a 2-year-old. They always flinching too, flinching ass, coward ass, punk ass. I swear to God, I would love to sit a bunch of these child ass beating perverts. Uh, I would like to sit them down like Israel somewhere. Let them find out who the real goddamn enemy is. Why they, what I'm saying. But as long as they can criticize, you know. And the worst thing, and the bitch in the morning, she gonna turn around, she talking crazy shit. She turned around, looked at me, and she goes, "Oh, you sort of pretty." I was like, "Bitch is crazy as fuck. Y'all be hitting these kids in the head." And then this undercover cop over here goes, "All he can talk about is sex." There's nothing worse than a guy that they don't even know they have a sexually transmitted disease. All these little parasites and everything like they don't even connect nature with them damn selves. We as a race has been knocked into the caveman time. You know, they think that by what I'm saying, yeah, like they think by like they supply your food because people don't grow no food. All right, I'm talking about vegetables. I'm like, it's cheaper. She goes, everybody tells me it's more healthy. It's more expensive to eat healthy. Yeah, if you're eating processed, yeah, yeah. If you're buying microwave food or what I'm saying, if you ain't cooking yourself, I'm just looking at her. I'm like, please, you know, I'm thinking it should. The only thing she could talk about this morning was how she has a sauna and she's in there naked, and then she looked out the side to see how I'm gonna respond to naked. Let me tell you one thing. I've been in a situation where a person was being taken advantage of, a female, and one thing I found out, they might call you stupid or crazy, but that person, that girl that you snatch up out of that situation, they always say thank you. They thank you right there. They always thank you. So and I did that a few times. Because like one time this guy's like he's like, "Oh yeah, I like to see you two girls have sex." I'm like, "How old are you, girl?" And she told me how old she. I took her ass right back. I took her ass right home. I dropped her off right down the street from her house where I could see her house and her go in. I sure did. I dropped her right off. I'm like, it's time for you to go home. We gotta get the hell up out of here. And I looked at him and he had to go too. And I said, don't you bring no children up here no fucking more. I don't know how old she was. She was probably legal age, but she was too young for me. Or I don't even know. This guy didn't really like him anyway. But still, I'm not involved in it anyway. And anyway, this undercover cop said all he could do was talk about sex. Now, if I can't stand you, I was like, at that moment, I'm like, I wish you would let me get you in a compromising position. Because there would have been a little accident and your little neck would have got something tight around it. While you trying to, I hate to say it, it's so disgusting. And then it's going to get worse because these are the people. As soon as they realize, as soon as reality hits and they're in the thick of it, then they're gonna have a problem with it. And people that hit their kids just like to take shit out on anything. The fuck, we got a president in the White House that allows Russian spies in here, makes deals with our enemy, and then talks crazy to China and Korea now. Like he gonna talk all bad. He talk like one of these abused people. Like North Korea ain't scared of nobody. That bully ass talk. Like, oh, what is he gonna do? Say we're gonna nuke you? No, like we got nuclear bombs, bitch. What? This ain't 1943. Okay, we got bombs too. But trust and believe. But that's how they are. Like they go. That's how they are. People that get whooped, they want to threaten your ass. They're like, look, bitch, I had an ass whooping before. And one thing I found out about motherfuckers that eating all those raw metal noodles and eating that cold ass cereal in the motherfucking morning, get your bowl like I give a bowl to a motherfucking dog. That was the best propaganda they ever sold. They got all America eating a goddamn bowl of some goddamn dog food in the morning with milk in it. Yeah. The idea just makes me want to throw up because I hate milk. Yeah. 80 pounds over fucking weight. Can't even walk. All these women. I mean, I was like, I'm looking at that bitch. I'm like, how old do you think I am? Because I'm 56 years old. But, I'm like, yeah, how old the fuck you think I am? Who the fuck? I wanted to say, who the fuck do you think you are? God damn. I hate it. That's why I don't like to go anywhere. These are the worst people. They act like they're getting paid really to take you somewhere, but it's on your insurance. So it's free. Okay, bitch. As soon as that hoe works 35 years of their motherfucking life, they can tell me all about being free in this capitalist society. Capitalist is another word for slavery. They supply your food, your clothes. We get all our clothes pretty much from China, right? Nobody grows your own food, And if you want to go hunting, what are you going to get? Some nasty ass deer meat. That deer meat is dog meat. Fuck. This is like Britain, 1600 So there's no goats, there's no lambs, there's no wild pigs, there's no buffalo. They do, when the white man came here, they killed everything. And now they got niggas killing themselves. Just like the same philosophy Trump had, we'll get the Mexicans to build a wall. They got these niggas killing themselves. They got these niggas fucking up their kids. And you should see how bad these kids look. This new stuff with ADHD and all these other type of birth defects these kids have. They're walking around with IQ of fucking 90. Or at least below 100. I mean, But as long as you talk about, as long as it's something about sex and it's something about sports, they can talk about it. These are the niggas when they should have been voting for Hillary Clinton. They was out watching the basketball, whatever fucking game was on. I guess it was football then. So fucking important. Shit. I'd be like, if it's that important, why don't you take your ass down to where the fucking Super Bowl is and buy your Super Bowl ticket? Oh, wait a minute. They price it out for people like you wouldn't be able to afford to go in there. They price it right out of the range. They don't want those type of people up in there. You know. But this is so disgusting. It's really sad. This is a very sad state. Shit. And let me tell you something. The biggest thing they do is it's like they dump the shit on their kids. It's like, oh, okay, well, our schools are terrible, but we're gonna divert the money that goes to the schools to the police, because like they could always get everybody to say, oh yeah, we need more police, we need more police, we need protection from our own goddamn selves. These are, damn it all. Oh, it's fucking hot. I swear to God, I can't stand these people. I really don't. It's really disgusting. The kids, they don't deserve parents like that. It's so disgusting. I'm so disgusted. The only thing they had to do, that I guess my electricity, went on my wall. It's one problem after the next. Just gotta re-plug it up. Something, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm still disgusted. The only job these fuckers had to do was pick somebody up and drop them off, and they can't fucking do it. This bitch, I'm like, oh my God. And you can tell he just, and then when I called, they're like, oh, we're so proud of you didn't hit him. I was like, yeah, he was trying to get hit. He was asking to get hit, but first of all, I'm not his fucking mother. The bitch didn't drop out my pussy. That's another thing. Don't let them know that they came out of a fucking pussy, because that type of talk they can't hear. But they'll ask you for some pussy in a minute. But if it comes with reality, dealing with the truth, they deal with alternative facts. They like living in a lie. But I swear to God, you didn't fucking pop out of my pussy. But I tell you one thing, if the bitch would have hit me, you know what I'm saying? You out of shape, Romo eating crisp, goddamn cold ass cereal, bologna eating motherfucker. If I hit the bitch in the face, I'd break his fucking face. And I'm hitting somebody before they hit me. I turn around and hit him back, and I did break their fucking face bone, and I wasn't even trying. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not in my 20s no more, and I'm not going to the gym like I used to anymore. It's hard to get around. They got a thing for it, but I just can't imagine being around these people when they sweat. They don't clean up after. And this bitch gonna give me his foam, and then he's gonna pour out the foam. I was like, I should have thought. As soon as when I got off at the place where the pharmacist, I went in the bathroom, washed my hands, washed my face. I'm not gonna use that Purell shit. You ever use that Purell and then you wash your hands and all that dirt comes off? It glues the fucking dirt on your hands. It's like glue. I'd rather just use straight alcohol. That's what I was gonna do. If you're gonna clean it like that, just use straight alcohol. But oh my God, it's so disgusting. This is the type of person that if you ever want to do an experiment, you buy $30 worth of groceries and buy $130 worth of groceries at one time. They'll sit there and eat they'll eat up all the groceries. They'll eat until they fucking die. They'll drink until they fucking die. They have, oh my God, they're so disgusting. Anyway, I'm supposed to go to the new doctor's tomorrow, and I don't really feel like it. But I got one closer. I can just take the bus. I don't have to fuck with these people. Anyway, so fuck it. I'd like to send these motherfuckers to Russia. See how long they last. There's plenty of mothers in Russia too that probably think it's good to hit your kid. Fucking pieces of shit.